Have you ever noticed that the loudest critics are usually the ones who haven't done anything with their own lives? Think about it. The person obsessed with your relationship status, theirs is a mess. The one mocking your career change, they've hated their job for a decade and haven't quit. Their tongue isn't attacking you, it's confessing their own emptiness. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot speak wisdom from an empty life. So when gossip or harsh words come your way, pause. Don't take it personally. Take it as data. Data that says, this person is hurting, stuck, or jealous. Your job isn't to fix them. Your job is to stop letting their noise become your reality. Healthy people build, empty people destroy. Which one are you listening to today? You've seen it happen. The person who gives and gives, who never says no, who is sweet to everyone, and somehow they're always the one getting used. Here's the hard truth. Worms don't attack lemons. Why? Because lemons are sour. They're protected. Mangoes and apples, soft, sweet, easy to break into. Being kind is beautiful. But being too sweet to people who haven't earned it, that's not kindness. That's an invitation. You are signaling, I have no boundaries. Take what you want. The world doesn't respect people who are sweet to everyone. It respects people who are selective. Learn to be a lemon sometimes. Be firm. Say no. Walk away. The right people will still love the taste, and the worms will starve. Don't be too sweet to the wrong people. Your energy is too expensive for that. Imagine holding a banana. Green, too hard. Brown, too mushy. But that yellow one in the middle, that's money. That's the window. Opportunity is exactly like that. It comes, it stays briefly, and it leaves. The tragedy isn't that it leaves. The tragedy is that most people see it and think, I'll be ready tomorrow. But tomorrow it's too late. Or they jump at it without preparing, and it's too early, and they crash. So how do you hit the perfect window? You stay ready. You practice while it's green. You study while it's green. You save money while it's green. So when that yellow moment appears, you're not panicking. You're picking it. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Align yourself now, because life doesn't give second chances for ripe bananas. It just moves on to the next tree. This one stings, because we all want to believe that family is forever. But here's the brutal reality. Having children is a choice you make for their sake, not your own retirement plan. If you raise children with fear, criticism, or conditional love, they will grow up and build their own walls. They'll visit out of guilt, not desire. And you'll sit in a quiet house, wondering where they went. The silent parent isn't abandoned by accident. They were abandoned by a pattern. If you want companionship in old age, don't focus on making them obedient. Focus on making them safe. Be the person they want to call, not because they have to, but because you made them feel heard, seen, and respected. Children are guests in your home for a while. Treat them like guests you love deeply, because if you treat them like property, don't be surprised when they walk out the door and forget the key. Nobody likes the person who walks into a room and has to prove they're the smartest, richest, or most successful. It doesn't impress us. It exhausts us. Why? Because trying to prove you're the best isn't confidence. It's a cry for validation. And when you do that, you're actually insulting the people around you, as if their existence threatens yours. Here's the switch. Stop trying to be better than. Start trying to be better than you were. Compare yourself to last year's version. Did you grow, learn, heal? That's the only competition that matters. And here's the kicker. When you genuinely focus on betterment, you don't need to tell anyone. Your peace speaks, your results speak, your consistency speaks. So let others chase the trophy. You chase the craft. Because one is noise, the other is legacy. You could spend 10 years making mistakes and learning the hard way. Or you could spend 10 months listening to someone who already made those mistakes. A mentor is not a guru. They are not there to worship. They are there to shorten the gap between where you are and where you're going. They see your potential when you see your failures. They tell you the truth when everyone else protects your feelings. Why do people avoid mentors? Ego, pride. I'll figure it out myself. And they do, eventually. But by then, the opportunity is gone, and they're exhausted. If you want to level up, find someone who has already built what you're trying to build. Buy them coffee, ask them questions, and then shut up and listen. A good mentor doesn't just teach you skills, they teach you who you are. And once you know that, the rest of the road gets a whole lot brighter. There's a difference between loving someone and holding them hostage. Love says, I want you to fly. Attachment says, I want you to stay right here so I don't feel scared. When you try to grip sand, it slips through your fingers. When you cup your hand gently, it stays. People are the same. The partner you constantly check up on, you're pushing them away. The friend you give space to, they choose to come back. The hardest spiritual lesson is this: if it leaves, let it. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. Stop controlling to feel safe. Start trusting to feel free. Because what you try to hold, you lose. What you set free, with love, not indifference, always finds its way back to you. And if it doesn't, you never really needed it anyway. How many times have you said, I just need this one thing to change, and then I'll finally be okay? And then it changed, and a new problem showed up. That's not bad luck. That's life. Life is not a staircase that eventually flattens out. It's a mountain that keeps going up. But here's the secret. The mountain doesn't get smaller. Your legs just get stronger. The sleepless nights with a baby, you survive it and become a warrior. The stressful job, you master it and move on. The heartbreak, it carves a space for deeper love. Stop asking for an easier path. Start asking for the strength to walk the path you're on. Because you are not weak. You are just warming up. And one day, you'll look back at today's struggle and realize it was the thing that made you unbreakable.
Think of the person who changed your life, not the one who gave you answers, the one who showed you that you could find them. That's guidance. Too many leaders think leading means being loud, being right, being above. But real guidance, it kneels down, looks at the gap, and says, I'll hold the light while you cross. You have people in your world right now, younger siblings, co-workers, even your own past self, who are one conversation away from a breakthrough. But you're busy, or impatient, or you think they should figure it out themselves. They won't, not because they're weak, because everyone needs a bridge. So lead today, not with ego, with patience. And watch, when they soar, they'll turn around and become a bridge for someone else. That's how gaps close forever.